messaged you.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know.
And then my sister-in-law's like, John's already there. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh.
But is that his hat and clothes?
Yeah, that's his hat and his clothes.
The hat's blowing around. Is that a jacket over there?
Looks like it. Looks like a hoodie or something.
Yeah. But that's his hat that's blowing around? And you're hearing fake gun?
I'm hearing fake gun.
Wow. All right, folks, again, this is Pawtucket. Hold on, I'm going to do a come and join on Instagram.
Right here, he said that, he said within seconds of him picking up, pulling him over, like them getting here, they shot him 6 times.
What?
They didn't stop to ask about the gun or nothing.
Pulled him over,
Like they stopped him or something.
was he on foot or bike?
I think he was on foot.
On foot.
But I don't see a bike. But they were talking to the people that own that gold van too.
Oh, okay. And that's pulled over. Wow. Well, we'll see state police and the attorney general's office.
That's true. This is the main road, isn't it?
Well, when you have an officer involved shooting, the attorney general's office and the state police get involved. That's what I mean. So, folks, here's what we're working on. You see that hat? And good morning, everybody, on this Sunday. It would seem that we have a Pawtucket police officer involved. Pew pew. Any idea how old? Young, right? Young?
Down here, you get all sorts of the crowds.
Okay. So did one of them see it? Or maybe caught the aftermath. They won't talk to me. Yeah.
Because I asked him what happened.
Yeah. All right, so folks, what we believe and what you're looking at, see that hat that's blowing there? That could be part of it. See the clothes? Do you definitely think that those are his clothes?
He said that.
Okay, it's possibly a fake pew-pew. That's what they're claiming now. But what you're looking at right now, and we're going to work to get more details. That's right. Thank you, Chris M. Police-involved incident. But there's definitely and I want to just show you the scene right here. So all of this area is blocked off. This is Pawtucket, Rhode Island. This is right near the Walgreens at Goff. I want to thank Missy. We are, as you can see, folks, I believe we are first ones on the scene here. Some people don't understand the importance of that. So, the police are pointing to some things over there. And you're going to see... So, you're saying disabled?
Down here. That's what usually sticks around down here is the people that don't have anywhere else to go.
You didn't see it though, right?
Huh?
You didn't see it.
I know. I was here at the afternoon.
Okay.
That guy right there saw it. The guy in the black truck. The SUV.
Yeah.
He saw the whole thing.
And what did he tell you? Yeah.
Oh
What-
shit! You're the guy
That's
that
John,
Yeah.
That's John DePetro.
What?
Oh,
What,
Darcy Petra. Oh.
what did he? Thank you. What did he tell you?
Huh?
Just what did he tell you he saw?
So the guy, he had like, I guess it was like a paintball gun or whatever,
Yep.
with a bright orange tip.
Yep.
And well, the cop, I guess he saw him right away, parked underneath the street light, and then within seconds just dumped 6 to 8 bullets at him.
That much?
Yeah, 6 to 8. Well, you can talk to that guy right there.
Yeah, but sometimes people are hesitant to talk.
Oh yeah. So that's what happened. No, these guys right here, they're awful. They beat my ass a couple of months ago. I'm actually in the middle of the Super Bowl.
But you don't.
Wait, are you the guy that posted about it?
Yeah, the yellow Challenger.
Yeah. I
Wow.
saw that video.
But you don't know how old the person was.
No, I think he's. From what I understand, he's not a kid,
Not a kid. Okay.
but he is mentally disabled.
Okay. Do you know? Does he live in the Slater house, or we don't know? Don't know. That's okay.
To be honest with you, I could ask him.
All right, folks. We're working to get more info on the scene. This is right at the Walgreens. Again, I share that you are watching. Right now, we're live on Facebook and TikTok. I'm going to go live on Instagram in just a moment. But you can see this whole area is blocked off. And from what we understand, this is an officer-involved incident. And what we hear is this is an officer-involved pew-pew. Now, again, I want to just caution people. Sometimes, you know, the word that comes out initially is not actually what happened. But do you believe that is, can you just at least find out if that's where that happened?
Yeah,
Right
that's
there.
what the guy that he pointed out to you that saw it all happen.
Right
He's the
there.
one that told me those are his clothes.
Those are his clothes.
Those are his clothes. And if you look, you're kind of blocked by that cinder block right there.
Yeah.
But it looks like there's gauze in the middle of the ground.
Oh, yeah, I can see that. Okay.
You see it?
Yeah, I do see it. All right, a little bit of a volatile atmosphere, as you can imagine. Again, this is Pawtucket. I'm not sure who this guy. We're gonna stay right here. So they're talking to that man right there. Can see what looks like gauze over there. So we believe this is, I want to stress, this is unconfirmed, that they're claiming that those are the clothes of the individual. Now again, this is Pawtucket, Sunday morning, and the reason why you see this type of scene that is blocked off is we believe this is an officer-involved incident. And you can see this entire area is blocked off. And I also want to just, you can see the street
where
light.
on the street is, the guy
Yep.
is disabled. There was an obviously fake gun. I guess it was multicolored.
Okay.
The cop just parked over there, dumped bullets on him within seconds.
Wow.
That's the story around here.
Okay, I appreciate you. Okay. Folks, you can see there's Goff. So Broad Street and Goff. And we're right at the Walgreens. This is a very active scene. Let me just do a come join on Instagram. Now, again, it's 11:20. It is Sunday morning. It's Road Patrol Live. We're in Pawtucket. And we've had an officer-involved incident where there are people in the area that claim that this had to do with an individual that they claim had a paintball type of object, pew-pew, if you will. And then the officer, now what you're looking at, they claim again, people in the area claim that those are the clothes that you're looking at right there. I want to just repeat for everybody, this is all unconfirmed at this point. On something like this, you're going to get Attorney General, you know, this will be an investigation. Okay, that's key. Yep. Okay, let me just do a come join. But you can see that is gauze right there on the ground. Now the rescue transported the individual to the hospital. Now, we don't know the condition right now. And what also was interesting, actually, we've covered some of these. It's very limited what you can see there. They're looking for some. What I was going to just finish the thought. Many times this won't be investigated by the Pawtucket Police. This is then investigated by the Attorney General's office and the state police. Let me just do a come join on Instagram. All right, this is an Instagram. Come and join. This is Pawtucket. We've had an officer involved incident right at Gough and Broad Street, Sunday morning, Pawtucket. You can join us live on Facebook and TikTok. Pawtucket Police have roped off this entire area. But again, this is a come join. Everybody on Instagram. You can join us on Facebook or TikTok. Both accounts are linked at the top of the page. So, but we've had, from what we understand, is an officer-involved incident here in Pawtucket. And some of the locals claim that those are the clothes of the individual that was struck. So join us on Facebook or TikTok. Again, it's Sunday in Pawtucket.
I just tagged you in it. I
Did
just
you?
tagged you in it.
Okay.
Yeah, on the Pawtucket channel.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Thank you.
Did they kill him?
I don't know. No one has said anything yet.
Nice to meet you. Chris.
Chris. Wow. Okay, again, this is Pawtucket Road Patrol Live. We have apparently had an officer-involved incident. People are claiming that an individual, possibly disabled, and Pawtucket police are involved with this incident. Locals again are claiming there's a close of this individual who was taken away to the hospital. This whole area is blocked off. This is Pawtucket, Main Street in Rhode, right at Walgreens. Officer involved, shooting, unconfirmed. We are live on Facebook. Again, folks, I'm getting messages. We're working to get whatever information we can. But as of right now, this whole area, as you can tell, is blocked off. Okay, folks, we're going to move around a little bit. Well, the police have asked me to kind of stay put, so we're a little, well, you can tell by looking that it's a little limited of where we can move. Just to give you the sense, so there's Broad Street in Goff. There's the old, I don't know if that's still the Pawtucket Times, but it used to be. And then it goes all the way to the corner. This is a very large crime scene. And then locals, look at that, they're even extending the crime scene even more. Locals claim that that is the clothes belonging to the individual. I just want to stress that is unconfirmed. But people that claim they saw some things. Now, there's a hat there as well, blowing around. I have no idea if we don't know. That is all, at this point, it's still all unconfirmed. Now, several questions. We don't know what was the nature of the interaction. We don't know who the officer is. We don't know, I don't believe we know if a call came in that someone was reporting that someone in the area.
How you doing?
Hi. We don't know if there was a report, if someone called in to police, that we don't know if someone called saying that someone had a weapon. I want to once again, great job by Missy, Road Patrol Pawtucket. See if we can get any type of update.
1
Folks, again, right now we're live on Facebook and TikTok. If you're on TikTok, make sure you follow the page. Again, first one on the scene. You can see all the police conferring. Possibly, all right, could be a BB. Could be a BB pew-pew. Could be. That is unknown. Some people here are saying could be a paintball, or it could be a BB, could be a pellet. You know what else that I have found in doing Road Patrol Live, folks? And again, thank you. Good morning, everybody on Facebook, or everybody can share. Thank you for all the stars. Subscribe to our page, support our content.
Think you're gonna be late?
There are sometimes individuals in these types, in areas, urban settings, they carry, they like to carry, thank you, Wyman, thank you. Oh, good, we have 2 hats going. There we go. On TikTok. Sometimes they carry a BB pew-pew or a pellet, something that looks like a real. So they do it almost for their own protection, that they purposely carry something. It's actually not a real firearm, but just with the circles they run, it's safer if they have, they think. Okay, a call went out, someone walking around what looked like an airsoft pew-pew. Okay. Okay, there was a call went in. Someone calls, says, hey, there's someone walking around, looks like an airsoft pew-pew or a BB. Again, though, you don't know, does the officer hear that? Or in the transmission, do they just hear, it's possible that someone is walking around. That's an unknown.
Yeah, I am. I'm straight. I got my card.
With the immigration card? No, my card.
No, it's actually windy down here, believe it or not. Also want to mention there's a small crowd gathering around here. Yeah, we believe that's the scene of where it happened, right over there. Right there in the street, where you see the clothes, and then you can see gauze right there. We believe that that's where this incident happened. A lot of people just waking up. folks, the local news has just arrived. And I just want, it's important for me to show you guys the difference of, you can tell when we were here, and now you have police just, news, local TV station just showing up now. So you can hear some people yelling at the police, saying, "Do better, Pawtucket." There's a pinned comment. That's exactly right. Thank you, Sammy. Excellent. Folks, make sure you follow the page. Again, it's Road Patrol Live. I'm going to give a recap coming up in 4 minutes. Oh. More of them are yelling at the police. Now, Pawtucket's had their share of controversy this year. You had eight firefighters were fired for involvement with drugs. Here's somebody arriving on the scene. Show you, we have more people arriving here. Imagine listening to that like 24 hours a day. Imagine listening to that dog make that noise like all day long into the night. Again, this is Pawtucket, Rhode Island. You can see the street signs. Broad Street at Goff is right at the Walgreens. We've been here before, different incidents, but from what we understand, this is an officer-involved incident. A call came in that someone was walking around with something that looked like a pew-pew. Could have been an airsoft pew-pew or a BB. And from what we understand and been able to gather, that, and again, we haven't been briefed or anything. Oh, good. Thank you. From what we understand, it was a. Oh my God! You kidding me? Oh my goodness! Oh, so from what we understand, the accusation is that the officer fired on this individual, and that's where we sit right now. Rescue came. Now, from what we understand, this is where it happened. This is unconfirmed, but people believe where the clothes are right there. And you can see this. He walked right past it. And you can see some gauze there from where the rescue were possibly treating him. Let's stay with him for a minute. He's looking at the scene. Now we have no idea the condition of the individual that was rushed to the hospital. Now I want you to see, here's another television station arriving. And this is so important for those that support our content, the subscribers. When we say first one on the scene, do you understand? These are professional television stations. We've been here for almost an hour, and they're just arriving. Folks, that's the power of Road Patrol Live. Again, I want to give a shout out to Missy. Now, I also want to point out, so some of these individuals around here are claiming that he fired a number of times. That is all unconfirmed. We don't know how many times were fired. We don't know how many times that the individual might have been struck. You can see a lot more police detectives arriving here. Okay, so here's the, let's just say there's the police brain trust right there. There's the Pawtucket police kind of gathered around here. All right, now I want to repeat. We don't, right now, 11:48, we don't know what happened. Everything's unconfirmed. We've no idea how many shots were actually fired. I also want you to see, they're still putting up police tape. They're still putting up police tape. I also want to mention right now, I still just see Pawtucket police on scene. Meaning an officer-involved shooting, then normally, like I said, we'll see the Attorney General's office will investigate it, and the state police will investigate it. Again, if you're watching on TikTok, make sure you follow the page. Thank you, Sammy. I want you to know we're the closest media to this scene. Thank you for the rose. I'd love an iced coffee or a donut. I slept in. Chosen one has not had any breakfast as of yet. Thank you, Chris M. Thank you, Julie. Looks delicious. Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Suzanne. Sue-Ann, excuse me. You know what goes well with a donut? A nice iced coffee. Thank you very much. Yes, thank you, Bob Rikus. Folks, who brings you the coverage first and live? Yep. There's a pinned comment. Pinned comment is officer involved incident in Pawtucket. Yep. Victim was rushed to the hospital. Now, we're reporting that someone called saying there was someone walking in the area with something that looked like a weapon. In just a moment, I'm going to again show you the area where we think it happened. Thank you, Chelsea. Chessa.
What happened? What happened? I used to live here. About a year and a half ago. I like your little face. How you doing, man?
So I want to recap. Right around 10:30, was when this incident happened. Right now, coming up close to 12 o'clock in the east. 10:30. Shortly before 10:30, a call came into the Pawtucket police that there was an individual seen in the area that had something that looked like maybe a airsoft pew-pew or maybe a pellet pew-pew. Police were dispatched to the scene, and I'm going to show you the area that you're going to see. Now I believe the BCI investigators are arrived. Because as of right now, as we're looking over here, you don't see any shell casings marked. But let me show you the scene where we believe, nothing's been announced yet, but what we believe where this took place is right there. You can see what looks to be some form of clothing. There's also a hat. We don't know if that's the hat. That could be the hat that belonged to the victim. To the far left of your screen. And then you can see some gauze where they were treating the individual. So this is where it seemed. Now we should know in the next few moments when you're going to see the BCI police investigators start to, I would think, put down some markings. Thank you, Lena. Now, I want to repeat, we've had reports that the individual involved that was there, or it looks like an orange hoodie, and then you also see a hat over there. But I want to, once again, that's unconfirmed as of right now.
What do you want for breakfast, John? I'll run a Walgreens and grab you something.
Yeah, just some kind of like,
See my homie in my town. I said I guess we'll check him out.
I would love some frozen mocha coffee and just some kind of a grain bar or something. Just
bar?
something, you know, like a breakfast grain bar. Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah. All right.
I'm gonna go. It's delayed.
There's a small second delay. Oh yeah, they were.
I don't want money. It's a mocha.
A mocha, frozen coffee.
Frozen mocha coffee.
Just ask them. Frozen coffee. They'll have it at Walgreens. Yeah.
John, are Stevie's here yet?
No. Now, folks, again, right now, it's 12 o'clock in the east. You're looking live. Yep. Who was first on the scene?
Immediately, I saw it, sent him pictures, and then my sister, I was like, oh, John's right near your house. I just messaged him, and then I saw where he was. I'm like, oh, all right, I'm gonna go see where he is.
You saw it, right, bro?
Oh yeah, I see you on Facebook. Oh, I got you. I'll follow you on Facebook.
Do you want to give a shout out to anybody? Do you want me to put it on you? Who do you want to give a shout out to?
I just give a shout out to Ma. How you doing? My Eddie. How you doing? Everybody in Pawtucket. Hi. Thank you.
Absolutely. Folks, we have a big fan base here in Pawtucket. It's going to be a busy summer.
Hey, John, you think Greedy Caribbean's gonna come and investigate what's going on in his own city?
I don't know.
He's probably at baseball.
Is that where? Oh yeah, with his kid, right?
You know that.
All right, well, we want to see when BCI starts to investigate here. Again, we want to recap right now. It's 12:01 in the east. Let me just show you the scene again. We've had an officer-involved incident where there's been a firearm used. You can see this entire area is blocked off. So we haven't had, I don't think, something like this in a while, but this is what they would call an officer-involved pew-pew incident. You know what else? Look at that woman who, I would imagine she lives there. And she's just right in the window watching the police below her. Right there. On our Sunday morning. So again, to recap, and again, we are right now live on both TikTok and Facebook. If you're on TikTok, make sure you follow the page. Obviously on Facebook, you can share that you're watching. Same actually for TikTok. I don't know where this woman is crashing through the crime scene. But a call came in, we're told there's someone who is in this area. And you can tell the police they're looking to see if there's any security cameras up there. Some in this area that had what they described as maybe an airsoft pew-pew or maybe a pellet pew-pew. One of the two. Police came. Something happened, but the officer then discharged the weapon. And that's where we sit right now. So, now this is unconfirmed. That is the hat and the orange hoodie belonging to the individual. So, obviously they needed a rescue. individual was then transported to the hospital. I would imagine Rhode Island Hospital, and that's where we sit. There's been a little bit of an evolving story here. First, someone said it was a child. We've now heard it was not a child. We now heard it was maybe a disabled individual. Could have been a resident of this Slater house right there. Unknown. This is right at the Walgreens in Pawtucket. It's just 12:04.
You want a soda? You want a water?
No, thank you. I'm good. Thank you. Yes. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Look at that. Very nice. They understand the commitment. All right, and we have more individuals arriving here. But I believe whatever happened right where you're looking right now with that orange hoodie. No. It was outside here on the street. Did someone really put that question? Oh. Yeah, they entered a private residence. Well, all right, so there's BCI. Yeah, now you watch. They're going to BCI. They're going to investigate the scene right there. Hola. BCI is Bureau of Criminal Identification and Investigation. Okay, so folks, when there's an officer-involved shooting, it initiates a protocol from the Attorney General's office. 3-agency investigation takes place. Johnny, what's going on, bro? Good. City or town, Pawtucket, the Rhode Island State Police, and the Attorney General's office do a joint investigation. Yeah, so we're still awaiting state police and the AG's office to arrive. But you can see where we are right now, this is certainly the focal point of where this is all going to happen. And you can see right now, this is pretty good. He's describing the scene where the officer came. You know, that's pretty good visual, right? Folks, and this is real life. This isn't a movie. It's not a TV show. What you're looking at right now is... Okay, by the way, now there's Channel 10 has also just shown up. I'm going to show Channel 10 just arrived. Do you understand we've been here for an hour? Okay, so you can really see them. And I really want to stress this, because I know a lot of people watch crime shows. And do you understand this? This is what they are doing right now, is they're trying to... They have a narrative of what they believed happened. And you can see them looking at it right there. That's right. It's going to be a busy summer here in Pawtucket.
My daughter and my wife. I don't have time to work.
So what you're looking at right here, you see, this is real. This is happening in real time. This isn't CSI. It's not a movie. Right now, they're trying to determine exactly what happened, what the officer saw. You can see them. Now there's BCI.
I'm not sure. They want to take their guns out. What they want to do?
And I hope it's what you like. I'm
Sure
not
it
that
is.
great at
No,
it.
that's no. Thank you.
The stairs right down there. Alright, I'm going stairs, yes.
All right, now you see it's really active. Special shout out to Linda. Look at that. Folks, do you know how excited I am seeing this? Thank you for all the stars on Facebook. Folks, again, if you listen, it all depends. Some people tell me, listen, I don't like these live police scenes. I like everything on TV or a movie. I don't like this live, real life stuff. That's fine. But if you do, follow the page. If you're on Facebook, you can send stars. If you're on TikTok, you can say live gifts.
Go ahead and do it. He's slow. He got mental problems. He get a check. So they should want in court. He mental. Shot that man, yo. Come on, man. No, I'm saying, I'm something for them. I'm saying, he just do mental.
Stay with me. So delicious.
Yeah?
I know, they took out the benches. Because people would sleep on them.
It's because it's a become a black issue. You hear me?
But nigga ain't pay your taxes though.
Somebody is smoking weed. Sounds like Mr. T has arrived. Stay right here. He sounds like Mr. T from the Rocky movies. Shut that man. Shut that man down. Do you want to go interview that guy?
Well, no. I don't mind.
Your
interviewing.
homie's in your hood.
Not my homie.
No, I'm your homie. Oh,
Was it kind body you wanted?
perfect.
I grabbed two because I didn't know what you liked. Don't worry about it. We'll have you make it up some other way. I had your shirt on the other day. I gotta sit down. Can I sit down?
No. It's not the wall.
It's okay. I'll sit down. Oh wow, somebody doing this out.
No, we actually don't know how many shots were fired. We don't.
I started to go. He took out because I was right here. Caught me right off and fight. Right in front of me. In my woods. I was still. I had to come up on the side. And I went right here to the battle. Now I'm like, there's people there. Where do I go? Motherfucker, right next to me. Drop. Bang, 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 bang. And then they attacked two other guys. And then they attacked two other guys. I don't know why.
All right, again, folks, I'm right now at 119. What you're looking at is a live crime scene here in Pawtucket, Rhode Island, where unfortunately we've had an officer-involved incident. Now, BCI is on the scene. They're over on the other side, but the incident where we understand what seems to be what we're hearing happened is that a call came in shortly before 10:30 for the report of someone in the downtown area, this area, that had what looked to be some kind of either an airsoft pew-pew or could have been a pellet, possibly even a BB, unknown, but someone thought they saw someone walking around that had what looked to be some form of a weapon. Police responded, which they do, and then from what that's all we know. And what you're looking at is a number of different individuals have claimed that what you're looking at with that orange hoodie, that whatever happened right in front where you're looking. And that's where we are. The individual was rushed to the hospital. We don't know how many were fired. Now again, officer-involved shooting will involve the department, in this case be Pawtucket. It'll involve state police. It'll involve the Attorney General's office. It has also drawn a crowd here on this Sunday. It's a cloudy Sunday, kind of windy. So what we want to see and bring to you is going to be when they start to examine the area. Because right now I don't see any shell casings down. Now it's unconfirmed that hat. What's that? I don't know. No, could be trash. But they noticed that hat hasn't moved, and the yellow hood, the orange hoodie remains right there. Now again, folks, this is what we do. This is what, well, by the way, we're also going to be doing this all summer. So you can make sure you follow the page. Right now we're live on both Facebook and TikTok. Facebook, become a subscriber. Sunday. If you appreciate that we're the first ones here to bring you this live, this is breaking news, especially an officer-involved incident. I'm trying to think, the last one that I remember, that there could have been one, but there was definitely one in Cranston. Do you remember when they got out of the vehicle? Oh, no, wait a minute. In Johnston, that was an officer involved. Johnston was an officer involved shooting. So they don't happen that often. And not so much, no. It was also, broad daylight, Sunday morning. But we don't know what went down. I want to show you the BCI investigators are down over in that area. I see them coming right from over there. So I don't know, but I'm going to guess that they see how they're stopping right there. I think they want to look at that the officer approached from that area, that direction. When they were arriving, like, what did they see? What was the view like? And then they came over from that area. Oh, Channel 10's here. I always like to say nice of them to join us. This is a team you can trust. Again, I want to give a huge shout out. Missy in Pawtucket. Missy of our Road Patrol Pawtucket team flagged it. And this is important what you're looking at right there. I think they're looking at the scene, trying to look at how they looked at it. That's what I believe. Different type of stage. Yeah. See, the BCI investigator's got the backpack. So he's trying to determine, okay, come out. What is he seeing? Again, right now we are live on both Facebook and TikTok. If you're on Facebook, you'll like our live stream coverage. You can send stars, become a subscriber. At the very least, make sure you follow the page and share the page. I also want to mention we are going to, on both TikTok and Facebook, we're going to be going to more subscriber only. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be a very violent summer. If you saw anything that happened, you watched the footage in Los Angeles yesterday with those ICE protests. They now believe that's going to start to happen nationwide. Don't miss out. But right now, it's coming up on 12:30 in the east. Road Patrol Live Pawtucket. officer-involved incident. See that BCI investigator.
Keep getting away from the sneaky body.
He's really looking at that police car. Again, everyone, what I like to stress is a lot of people, when you watch some of these crime shows on television, you know, what they try to do is they try to reenact this. Now, I think that's the Pawtucket police crime van that just arrived as well. I also want to point out, we don't know, I don't think we know much about either the officer involved or the individual, the victim here. But again, he's down. I think it's interesting. You can see the BCI there, where they believe, I think that's where the officer arrived. And the incident happened right across from us. I'll tell you this, the crowd's getting larger and louder. Yeah, well, ducked in there because of the protection of the wind. Okay, here they come. Now, I believe, here we go. See how they're being escorted in? So, I believe these are Attorney General and State Police. See how they're arriving, and they're kind of giving them a tour of the scene. Right there. So folks, at a crime scene like this, again, there's 3 agencies involved. The Pawtucket Police, obviously, and then State Police, and then the Attorney General's office will investigate this. So what we're seeing right now are members of the State Police and Attorney General's office arriving. So we arrive, they kind of show them the scene, give them an idea of what they think happened. But also people should know this investigation will be handled by the State Police and the Attorney General's office. Will not be investigated by the Pawtucket Police. And that's, if this happened, do you remember in Cranston, the officer that then was trying to stop someone, and then the guy tried to run her over to get on Route 10 last summer? Then that was investigated by the State Police and the Attorney General's office. Now, I also want to mention right now, I still don't see any markers. Unless she's an eyewitness, the answer, what are you talking about?
Did you see it? Did you see it?
Yeah.
Did you see it? Nobody wants to. No, I agree. But I just heard it. I'm fine with all of that. I don't know. I heard you know this down. I didn't listen to you one time. Down the list. Yeah, well, they don't have to. I agree with that. But somebody's gonna have to probably answer for something. So, not,
I'd say a larger crowd is starting to gather. Can you tell the crowd's getting a little more boisterous?
They're paranoid too. I'm not saying that it justifies what they did. Imagine somebody couldn't come around the back of them and see.
Nobody knows the flashing.
They have their body cams.
Right.
That'll tell you what's that show. Playing at that. Oh, the body cams are down. That's why they have them now. That guy got low. That guy got low. Really had to go around.
Okay. All right, here come the BCI guys, or the ones marked BCI. Notice they're starting, well, I'm noticing, I should say, they're starting back there. It's very possible that some of those vehicles were struck. See how they're looking in the back? Again, good morning, everyone. Actually, good afternoon. Yes. Officer involved incident. I'm going to stay right here. This is the real scene right here. Okay, now he's at the scene. You can see he's looking at. Here we go. Okay. Again, thank you, everybody. Thank you for all the stars on Facebook. Remember, you drive the program. If you enjoy this type of live stream coverage, folks, once again, we're the only ones, first ones on the scene. If everyone watching on Facebook did 300 stars, helps us towards our June goal. Also continues to motivate me to go out and do this type of thing. So, I think the individual right there is with state police or the Attorney General's office. in the white shirt and blue suit. I think he's got like an earpiece. Blue shirt, yellow tie. He's definitely one of the investigators. Okay, now there's BCI. We want to watch them. You want to watch BCI. We still don't see any markings. The shell casings. Now they're back there pointing. Is it possible that possible that one of them, see them over there? I may have found, folks, it's very possible that one of the shots went right over there. Okay, this is Pawtucket, Rhode Island. Thank you, Chris M. I wouldn't say that. There is a pinned comment. And Chris, we can get rid of anybody who's like a wise guy or doesn't want to be here or insulting or disrespectful. Who needs it? One thing you notice is they're not in a rush. That's for sure. So they want to account for however many. If the officer says, I fired 4 times, they need to find where did those 4 go? Or at least try to. Watch them. Okay, so here come the BCI investigators. They're really focusing on the front of that vehicle. Okay, here's Steve Danbrook. Oh boy. This is Steve Danbrook. We saw him with Chad Brown the other night. Yikes. He's with the Attorney General's office. Oh boy. Well, That's interesting. All right, so we have state police. I believe the individual in the blue suit, yellow tie. I think he's with the state police. And we have Steve Dambrook. Now, not to jump to conclusions. However, I think that's also okay. Oh, wow. Oh, boy. All right. All right, now I'm going to share. Is everyone ready? We have a photo from the scene. There we go. Thank you on Facebook. I'm a little surprised at the low number of stars. I'll have to think twice next time I'm coming out to one of these scenes on a Sunday morning. Ready? Unconfirmed, but I believe this is... Do it quick. Can I do it? You know, when you could see the gauze right over there. It has blood on it. Right there. That is state police in the Attorney General's office. I'm working to get more information. Someone sent me that photo, but I need to know how they got it. Tony? Yeah, can't steal that. Okay. Okay. All right, that's on the Pawtucket page. Okay. Now that picture is on the Pawtucket page. I need to. I don't want to. That's somebody else's work. Can't do that. Okay, now here's Steve Dambrook with the AG's office. And they certainly look like, yeah. So this is him right there. And they're showing him, let me see. So the officer is coming in the direction they're pointing. So those that are watching, this is exactly, you see it on a movie, you see it on a TV show. This is real life. So I want to show you what the direction they're pointing. So we don't know, by the way, we don't know how far the officer, but they're pointing in this direction. That could have been the vehicle that the officer was in. We don't know that. We don't know how, in other words, we don't know how close they were.
That's what they call the house. Mila, stay with. Where do you want to go? All right, then I'll be on my way.
All right, I think you can see they're bringing him over to the front of that vehicle. So it sure seems as though that some of the... All right, so someone else just arrived as well. It sure seems as though the... some bullets went that way. Here's the BCI guy. Here they come. Okay. So this is the group that will investigate. See the guy with the sunglasses, white shirt, red tie, red hair. He's with state police. And they're going to bring them over and show them the scene. And then they're going to go right over to there. Him, he's saying it, so he looks, it's a pretty good distance. And it's bang, 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 bang. Yes, officer involved. Thank you, Rosie. Oh no, it was the officer that fired. Yeah, this is what it looked like at the scene. That's from the Pawtucket page. It's from the Pawtucket page. Folks, again, not easy being a police officer. You don't know. Do people follow commands? I mean, you saw what happened in LA yesterday. Everybody on Facebook, we're almost up to 4,000. Somebody would send 250 stars. We have another investigator arriving at the scene from state police. So we certainly have reason to believe that that's where the officer was, right over there. I'm not interested. I'm not interested. Because it's unconfirmed. I appreciate that.
I know. There's bullets that hit over there.
Yeah, well, I can see them, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all right.
I'm just trying to be cool.
I appreciate that. Have a good Sunday. Here comes another investigator. There we go. Now, all right, so if anything, the shell casings are going to come from over there. It also gives you folks an idea of, and again, good afternoon, 104. Should have done a recap at the top of the hour. This is Road Patrol Live. We're in Pawtucket. where we've had an officer, thank you, Chris M., officer involved incident, thank you, Jay, where someone has been rushed to the hospital. Yes. And we don't know what led up to the officer discharging their weapon. But the fact they were investigating that building over there, it shows you, well, there's a pinned comment, police involved incident. So, we don't know that. Has nothing to do with that.
Let's hold Pawtucket accountable!
It's what would you do if you were in a situation where someone, is that right? The officer, we believe, is okay, but
Come on, Jamie! Hold Pawtucket accountable!
thank you everybody on Facebook. We only need 250 stars to hit our goal for the day.
Yeah, I know that movie Ballerina came out Friday. Love that movie.
Make sure, if you're on TikTok, make sure you follow the page. And also share. Thank you for that. Thank you, Chris M. Great job. Centennial Towers, that's right, is there. Thank you. Chris M is the best. I gotta send him some road patrol gear. Hello. Yeah, folks, wherever you're watching, put where you're watching from. Yes. Thank you for the hat. Baltimore. There's Baltimore checking in. Tennessee, New Jersey, Australia, Delaware, Illinois. Now again, this is Road Patrol Live. What we do is live police scenes. And what we do also is we ride around. So we're the first one to arrive at the scene, and many times we get to the scene before they put up all this tape. And for the next few months, right after the Karen Reed trial, we will start to go 7 nights a week. Now there's someone yelling at the Pawtucket police. So make sure you follow the page, but only if you like live police scenes. Not everybody does. Some people not. New York City, all right. Manhattan's in the house. There's Cheryl L. Yep. Sam Z, yes. Follow. I don't think so. Thank you very much. Folks, I'll tell you, we learn a lot by doing this. You learn a lot when you do this. Sometimes North Smithfield, there's Texas. Thank you. It's not easy. Yep. Thank you, Susie. You know, donuts are always nice on a Sunday. Or a nice iced coffee. I'm going to stay right here. Thank you, LJ. There's Dr. Smith. Yep. So all summer long, and you can also become a subscriber. Thank you. Our Facebook family responds. I'll tell you why. People, folks, if you're like me, and why we started doing this, I get tired of media that is filtered media. There's Nicole, yes, and Gillian. You get tired of media that is edited, that is filtered, that doesn't tell you everything that's going on. So the concept behind Road Patrol Live was, what if we went and we were live and totally unfiltered? People drop F-bombs, they drop F-bombs. We catch some of the back and forth, whatever. Total raw, unfiltered. And it is nonstop. And for many of you that are new and following, thank you, Bella. Well, at least you're here, Mama. I have no idea either. We have very good moderators there. Folks, so we do scenes like this. We also, when we're out, we do... I'll go in order. So my favorites, armed standoff. That is where they're going after a suspect. They run, and then they barricade themselves into an apartment or a home or a business, and then police surround the place. And it's unpredictable. It goes on for who knows how long. We do car chases, and I have a police light and permission where I don't have to follow traffic signals. We've been involved with police chases where we're following the police, chasing someone. We've hit speeds of 90 miles an hour with the police light going. So, and then obviously riots, anything with a sharp object, anything with a firearm, but anything where the police are involved. We don't do fires, but we do police scenes. So in order, armed standoffs are my personal favorite, just because then normally they have the loudspeaker out. Thank you very much. You know, Chris M., come out, you're surrounded. Chris M., this is the Cranston Police. Come out, you're surrounded. Like, those are the best. We've been in situations where they start firing at the police. I do have tactical gear that we wear. We've been in situations where they're firing around us. We've been involved with standoffs where the police are firing at them. So, but what you're looking at is, now we don't know. They're going to have to figure out what happened. What did the officers see? You could see, actually, I mean, that's what they're going through right now. What you see right now is they're going through, this is, you know, the timeline of events as they know it. And that is, it's my understanding. Now, I'm hearing a dispute. Someone else claims that there was a road rage incident. I have not heard that. I'm going to go with Road Patrol Pawtucket. They claim that a call came in and that it was someone was in this area. Thank you, everybody on TikTok, as we hit 109,000 followers. The next stop is 110. The call came in that it was someone in this area that they believed had what looked like some kind of a weapon, and then police responded. And I again, we'll learn more. So what you're looking at, that is the Pawtucket Police, the State Police, the Attorney General's office, and they get called in. 3 agencies when you have an officer involved in something, where an officer has to discharge their weapon, and that officer is then placed on leave. You know, folks, it's a big deal when police discharge their weapon, regardless what some people say. Yes, be respectful. Oh, stop. That's not true. We don't know. Normally, the victim is in the hospital. Yep. We don't know the condition of the victim. I mean, and I want you to understand, no one has briefed us. This is just what I have learned from being on the scene and then different sources that we have connected. That's how. Right now, the rest of the media is not reporting any of this. But yes, we do. Mostly at night. We don't know. We don't know the condition. There is a pinned comment. We believe they did. Yep. Because they don't know that. Police will not give an update on this. No. Highly unlikely. Only because you have 3 agencies involved. And so, like right now, even if Pawtucket Police wanted to hold a press conference, it's not their investigation. This is done with Attorney General's office and the state police. And again, we're live on both TikTok and Facebook. Make sure you follow both pages. But this is mostly what we do: courtrooms and crime scenes. Courtrooms and crime scenes. What's that? One of them. Police. No, police. Now again, for those that are just joining, I do want to show you, this is where we believe that's where it happened. And we believe that is the hat and the orange hoodie of the victim. So listen, this investigation will be, under the circumstances, was this justifiable use of force? That's what it's going to turn into. Well, that's the question. They'll pull, just so you understand, they'll pull video from all these surrounding areas. It'll take a little while, but they will come up with. And you have 3 agencies involved, and they're gonna either listen. It's really simple. It's tough. You're a police officer. You're told to report to an area where someone has a weapon. And did they comply? Did they point the weapon at the officer? Did the officer have reason to believe that they were in danger? I mean, those are the things that will... Okay. I didn't think so. Yeah, we're going to go with what we've heard. I know there's... We're going to stake with our narrative. I know there's a... Listen, Missy is fantastic. Missy, Road Patrol Pawtucket. By the way, thank you everybody on Facebook. We are so close just 250 stars and we hit our next goal. I guess on the Pawtucket page, they're saying it was some kind of a road rage incident. That is not, I mean, we've been tracking this. It's 10:30 this morning, 10:25 actually. That is not what we heard. No, there was no road rage incident. 2 calls. Some sort of Now, what would also, I just want to mention, what will also be investigated is, when the dispatcher said a report of someone with an airsoft pew pew, did the officer hear that, or did they just hear pew pew? So the officer involved, who's not been identified, did they hear possible airsoft pew pew, or did they hear BB, or did they just hear that? Meaning, did the officer just hear someone has a weapon? Unknown. Unknown at this time. Yes. Thank you, Timmy B. Yes. Now, we have been going over 2 hours now. Over 2 hours. Thank you, everybody on Facebook, our Facebook family. That's right. I agree with Tammy. Yep. Yeah. And again, I hope everyone appreciates, it is a Sunday. We drop everything because this is what we do. So, and I'm very happy. We were first one on the scene. First one on the scene. We've had the longest live stream coverage of this. Make sure you follow the page. Thank you, everybody. Yes. That's right. How about that, Jenny? Used to be 24/7. All right, folks, with that, we are going to take a break from our coverage. I want to thank Missy. I want to thank our moderators. Road Patrol Live Pawtucket came up big. Again, reporting, recap. We've had an officer-involved incident here, where right now you have Pawtucket Police, the Attorney General's office, and the state police on the scene investigating. Apparently, a Pawtucket police officer, from what we understand, a call came in that there was, so we have one more joining the scene. Where there was a report in this area of someone with some kind of a weapon. And whatever the officer saw when they arrived, from what we understand, they discharged their weapon. Victim was rushed to the hospital. We'll see. We'll try to get some more information. Again, I want to thank Road Patrol Command Center Pawtucket. Came up big. Make sure you follow the page. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for all of our support, your gifts on TikTok, your stars on Facebook. We'll see if we have more. We're going to sign off for now from Pawtucket.